What's going on, folks, and welcome back to another SCUM video. Captain Kit here, and I'm going to be showing you the patch and some of the features that is very interesting indeed. Some you may not know and some you may already do, but there are some cool things to go through. Now, I'm currently downwind here, as you can see, just off the runway south. We've got a little strip down here. I do have everything set up so we can actually go through this patch. It shouldn't be too long, guys, but I thought I'd start this coming in with the aircraft because this is the new aircraft, and surprisingly isn't modular, which is interesting, but there is a couple of cool things I think you guys need to know about the aircraft currently, or any bugs with it until we see a hotfix, which should be nice. So once we get the aircraft down, we're going to be taking our headset off and we're going to get straight into the video. So if you do enjoy this, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to keep up with future content. Thank you. Okay guys, now that we've got our feet safely and firmly on the ground, this is the Kinglet Duster. Now originally there was two versions, the red one which used more fuel and was more maneuverable, and we had this one originally as well, which was less maneuverable and used less fuel. So as you can see, we've only got the one in the game right now. It's about as aerodynamic as a brick, but it's not too bad to fly. Now if you look here, this is the tail of the aircraft, and basically this is, let's just say, not as sensitive as we wish it could be. So if you're having any issues controlling it, yeah, I had the same thing too. Now you won't actually start turning till you're about this far ahead after having power, so make sure you have got it in the right direction at least. So it might be a bit iffy to get it off the ground at first, so just be careful with that. Now it's not exactly modular, but I mean parts of the aircraft do break off, and you can repair only the chassis if you get minor damage to the aircraft. But if you crash it, you know, fly into something and you break the wings, turn it into a mono, then you're going to have some serious issues because you will lose the plane, and that will be that. So I just want to show you something that you can do to the aircraft. Hold your ears. So as you can see, damage to the wings will make the wings fall off, and what I'm going to do is shoot this puppet in the face. And then we're going to shoot the other side. Actually, I'm not going to shoot the other side off. It will blow up and it will look like these two here. Now, originally I was recording the video and I blew myself up standing next to it once I actually blew the other wings off. So don't stand next to it after it's you know, broken. So if we actually go up to the aircraft, you can actually see the inventory is actually quite large. So we've got a nice inventory space. Oh, it's going to blow. It's going to blow. It's going to blow. There we go. Oh, that was very close. Okay, so we've just learned something new there. So the wings, one set of wings on one side will blow up the aircraft. So let's move on to the next part, shall we? Actually, finally, one last thing about the Kinglet Duster is obviously the RPK that you can actually equip onto the side. Now, currently, right now, we equip it to the side, and it magically falls to the ground, which you can see here. Let's try that one more time. Hold F onto it, equip, and it drops to the ground again. So this is clearly a bug that needs to be fixed. We'll try it one more time, 3 times lucky. Let's see what happens. And it drops to the ground. So clearly there's a bug, and it will be fixed, of course, guys. You know it will. So the next thing I want to jump into is the flag area with boxes. Nothing else, just these boxes here. So, while I have a flag, guys, I can do the old way of moving things, which is like this. As you can see, I can drag the boxes only within the flag area. Now, if I was to destroy the flag like this, the developers have programmed it, so basically you can see the hand trying to move as I'm trying to drag it, but it won't work. Now what you have to do is you have to hold F and take into hands to carry it, and you can only do this if it is a set weight basically, and I think it's 80 kilos, and I don't actually know if it is to do anything to do with strength. So you can see in this box it's 25.9 kilos. Let's put a couple of logs in. Now it's 91.7. Now it says take into hands too heavy. If I take one more log outside, if I take one log out of it, I can now take it into hands, and that is 56.7. But I'm pretty sure it's something to do with being up to 80 for the weight as well. Now this is going to change everything for raiding, because obviously you're now going to have to carry it like this when you're raiding bases and stuff, and you're going to have to adjust that box accordingly so you can carry that weight as well. But I cannot confirm right now if it has to do anything with your strength skill. On the stream right now, or on the video, sorry, you should see some new clothing. We have headwear, we've got clothes, guys. Check all this stuff up. We've got the skirts. We've even got a sheath as well that actually attaches around, obviously, as a belt on your character, and I can show you that right now. Does seem to be a little bit of a bug with the sheath, though. Only a tiny one, nothing major, but it doesn't actually fit in the sheath, so to speak. So even though if I go out and back into my inventory, you can see here the melee weapon holster. You can see I can unequip. I don't want to unequip the whole thing. I just want to take the knife out. There you go. So there's the sheath, the melee weapon holster down here, guys. You can see at the bottom left. You can take it out and you can put it in as well. So you can see here that you have the pistol. So we have our weapons holster, and you can actually have the sheath, which is amazing because if you've got the boots as well, then obviously down here, if they were repaired, you can actually fit knives in there as well, so you can actually still have another knife, which is very cool indeed. So something I really like. So there's a lot of new clothes coming. We've gone through the aircraft, we've gone through the chests, and stuff like that as well. Now there's a couple of things. Finally, the admin loot, guys. The admin loot, which is just absolutely phenomenal, and I think it's going to take a while for people to get used to it. But the admins can now make anything spawn in anywhere. I can have grenades literally come out of these rocks. If I search these, as you can see, it's rocks. So you thought it was going to be grenades, but I haven't actually changed anything yet, and it seems quite complicated to do so. So you can actually have anything spawn anywhere. So if you wanted a super rare spawn within a certain place, you could make screwdrivers spawn out of this. But they could be super rare, or they could make it very common. So servers are now going to be able to put loot anywhere they wish, and it is a very complicated task, and there is a document as well, as you can see on the screen. With the admin loot part as well. We got some QOLs, we got some bug fixes, and the patch notes will be down below. There were some hot fixes, guys, that I will also put down in below in the description, below the original patch notes, that you guys can go and check out as well. So the admin loot is actually a huge thing, which again has changed the actual loot of the servers right now as well. Even our servers on RKG, it has slightly changed, and now we have to sort of sit and experiment to sort of wait and see what the loot table is before it's changed again. So it does actually change, but it's actually quite nice right now. Okay, so we're going to actually go and look at the EMPs and how they affect everything, basically. So we're going to go over to a mech base, and we're going to go and have a look at a bunker and see if I can show you what the EMP grenades do, guys. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're outside A2 bunker right now, and we're going to have a little look-see at these and see what these EMP grenades do. Right, so as you can see, these are the EMP grenades, which you can see in my inventory. You only get one use for them. Now, they do affect the following: car batteries, NVGs, and mechs. So we're going to test these and see how they look and how they work. So let's actually use one in the hand. Can I throw it? Let's throw it. Watch this. So you can see that it's now affected my NVGs. Now, I don't know the longevity of it. I don't know if it's completely blown the NVGs at all. Disabled for another 2 seconds. So that disables it just for a few seconds, but it's enough if you are if you're having a night fight and you want to, you know, take someone's NVGs out and then go and give them a little ambush or something like that. So we have another EMP grenade. We're going to go in and we're going to take down one of these mechs now. So I'm actually going to set it to daytime for this one. Watch your eyes. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go in now and we're going to throw this over at the mech. And we're now going to disable the mech. This is something we've been waiting for to come into the game for a very long time. So as you can see. Now, if I do get it active, which I've now got it angry and it's now in combat mode, what the EMP will do is disable it temporarily, but it will also make the mech forget that you're even there. So let's have a look here. Ready? Watch. There you go. Target lost, which you could hear right there, and it shuts down. And it shuts down for around 10 seconds or so. Now, something like this, if you really needed to get a whole squad somewhere, will bring it back. Obviously, you can see it come back to life now, but you will be able to get from A to B a lot easier. And it's no longer in combat mode. It's completely reset. What a phenomenal, phenomenal feature. Absolutely awesome. Something we've been waiting for a very long time. Now, the next thing I want to show you, I'm not going to cut this, guys. I'm just going to sort of just spawn this in so you can see it as it works. Now, vehicles. So if I was to spawn a car in, or let's spawn a vehicle in, shall I say? There you go. You can see all the other things I've spawned in for the patch here, for the video rather. So let's spawn in a Volkswagen. Right. So it will disable the battery. I don't know for how long either. So you can see it's about 10 seconds for the mech, a few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds for the MVGs. Right, let's start the car. Right. So now if I press Shift F, Shift F will get out the car and leave the engine running. If you just pressed F, it will turn the engine off, guys. Okay, so we're going to get another EMP, and we're going to watch it affect the vehicle here. So you can see how it affects the vehicle. Not sure if it's going to turn back on. In fact, actually, if I get back in, it should give me a timer, just like it did the other things. So let me press forward and see what it says. Let's see what it says here. So I still can't start the car. Now, this is great if you want to ambush and you want to take people down on the road and stuff like that too. This is awesome. Like, this is really cool. Is it going to start now? Still not starting. Has it completely destroyed the battery? I need to check this. Has it completely destroyed the battery? Okay, so let's open up the hood, the bonnet. Let's have a look. And let's have a look at the battery. Remove car battery. Let's have a look. 0. It's completely wiped the battery. Wow, that's the first time I've seen this. That has completely wiped the battery, guys. Oh my days. Right, so I'm gonna check something here. Right, we're gonna spawn in 2 car batteries. Right, I'm gonna go and put one. See, I like doing this stuff live so you guys can get to actually see this. So if I install the car battery, let's install the battery, and we're going to put a battery inside the inventory of the vehicle as well. So we've got 100 out of 100 there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw another one at the vehicle and see if it damages the spare one inside as well. Okay, so let me take out the battery that was in the car, brand new. It's now 0. What about the one in the inventory? This is going to be interesting. 100 out of 100. Okay, so you can put one in your inventory. Guys, this update is really cool, and it's always the small things that really change the gameplay as well. Now, just before we go, I'm sponsored by GGHost, ladies and gents. So be sure to use my affiliate link down below in the description if you want to rent yourself out one of the world's greatest survival games on the world's greatest, in my personal opinion, web service hosting providers for games, which is GGHost. Don't forget to use my name RayKit in a promo before purchase, so you guys can get your 50% off as well. Also, we have 2 servers, which is RKG 1.0 loot and RKG 1.5 loot as well. So guys, go check them out if you want to come and join us over there in the RKG community. We have a Discord. It's all down below in the description. Stay safe. Much love to everyone, and appreciate your time on this video. Any comments or anything like that, please post them below and let us know what you think and what experiences you've had as well, and how this video has helped you out. Thank you very much, and until next time, stay safe.